All right, so welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. And today, we are going to be tackling Shakhtar Donetsk's win against Stade Brestois.
That's right.
In the UEFA Champions League. So this was a big win, a big match, and we have got a match report we're going to be looking at today.
Yeah, just a single source this time, so really focused look.
Exactly, yeah. Nice, tight deep dive, right? A focused deep dive just on this one match report. And yeah, we're going to be extracting all the juicy details.
Absolutely. The key takeaways, maybe even some things that'll surprise people.
Exactly.
About this match.
Yeah, and I think one of the first things that jumps out to me is just, how strong Shakhtar looked right out of the gate.
Yeah.
And it mentions here in the report that they hadn't played.
They hadn't played in over a month.
Over a month, yeah.
So that's a long break. You know, to come off a break like that and deliver such decisive performances.
It's pretty remarkable.
It's pretty remarkable, and, it really speaks to their resilience and their readiness. I mean, they were clearly ready to go despite that break.
Yeah, absolutely. And it seemed to work in their favor, They came out strong right out of the gate. The report mentions that there was a near miss just 8 minutes in.
Oh, wow.
They were on fire. But here's something I thought was interesting. Brest was actually on a winning streak.
Yeah.
For this match. So
absolutely.
It's not like they were,
They weren't slouches.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this is significant, I think, in terms of.
This was a big disruption for them. This was a big, a shift of the momentum for their group and potentially for the whole, their whole Champions League run.
Absolutely. And speaking of key moments, let's talk about those 2 goals.
Yeah.
The first one by Kevin was just like a masterclass in seizing opportunity.
Absolutely.
He intercepts this loose pass and then boom, solo run straight to the net.
Oh.
I mean, did that defensive error from Brest, did that surprise you at all?
It happens even at the professional level. I think, sometimes defenses get rattled, especially early on, and I think that's what we saw with Brest. Kevin was just, he was in the right place at the right time, and he just capitalized on that perfectly and really showcases individual brilliance.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Sudakov with that Panenka penalty. I mean, come on.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Talk about.
For those unfamiliar,
yeah.
A Panenka is when a player, instead of powering the ball into the net, what we traditionally see with a penalty kick, they just sort of chip it gently down the middle as the goalkeeper dives.
Yeah.
It's high risk.
So risky.
High reward. And it definitely took some guts,
I was on the edge of my seat. I don't know about you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And it seemed to just completely shake Brest's confidence.
Yeah, they were definitely on their heels after that.
Yeah. And the report really highlights, Shakhtar's control. I mean, throughout the second half, even with Brest attempting this late rally, they just really stayed in the driver's seat. So what made their strategy so effective, in your opinion?
It was their adaptability, I think. They weren't just focused on offense. They were really managing the game, making strategic substitutions, tightening up their defense, and, really preventing Brest from gaining any real momentum.
Yeah.
They were playing smart, not just hard.
Yeah, absolutely. And the final score reflects that 2-0 for Shakhtar.
A decisive victory.
Yeah, absolutely. They even had another goal disallowed in stoppage time just to add insult to injury.
Yeah, just to really
rub it in.
Emphasize.
So a clear victory for Shakhtar, but what does this mean for their Champions League journey?
Right.
And where do they go from here?
Well, this win really catapults them up the standings. They are now serious contenders for the knockout stage.
Okay.
Which is that final phase of the tournament where the top teams, go head to head in a single elimination.
Sudden death.
Sudden death, exactly.
High stakes.
Very high stakes.
And what about Brest? Are they out of the running?
Not entirely. They still have a chance to advance, but their final match is against Real Madrid.
Ooh, that's tough.
And that's going to be an uphill battle.
Yeah.
Real Madrid is a powerhouse team known for their aggressive play and their star-studded lineup. It's going to take a Herculean effort from Brest to pull off a win there.
Yeah, they're going to have to really bring their A game.
Absolutely.
So for all of you listening out there, we've seen how Shakhtar really used that element of surprise, their strategic play, and really capitalized on those key moments to secure this win. But here's a final thought for you.
Okay.
Given their dominance against a team that was on a winning streak, do you think they have a realistic shot at going all the way?
That's a good question.
What factors could influence their journey from here? I mean, is this a team to watch?
I think so.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So keep those questions in mind as you continue to dive deeper into the world of football, and we'll see you next time for another deep dive.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.